I think a lot of things make us unique. The first being, of course, that we are women-owned, that we actually bought the building instead of leasing the building. You know, that this blood, sweat, and tears here is us. It really is. It's not, you know, we've been on the ground, both of us and many more of us, you know, just day in and day out, trying to make this place something really special.
So we met through my brother Castle, who knows Anna and our other partner Sandra, and found out that Anna was interested in opening a bar, and I had been interested in something like that, a bar, a restaurant, looking into that venture as well. So he put us together.
And that was 3 years ago, right?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. We came up with a name. Really, we were sitting around, I think, one day and just chatting about names, and you kind of run the gamut. It's like every name we could think of, we kind of came up with. And then finally, we just kept thinking about West a lot because, you know, we're sort of on the edge of West Oakland. The initial building we went after was like at the edge of West Oakland. So we felt, you know, obviously it's West Coast, and then Castle's like, how do you say West in Spanish? And, you know, we went Oeste, and we all went, yeah, Oeste. So it wasn't like it was a complicated, you know, process, but he really did kind of, you know, spark the name, and I think and then it stuck. This was not the first building that we looked at. We looked at one not too far from here, probably about 1.5 miles down by the Greyhound station, and we went down the path with trying to get that building, and then the deal kind of fell through, which was good in so many ways because we're much happier, I think, with this building.
I don't think we knew what the challenges were. I think we were just so excited to have a space and kind of tackle it. I think for better or worse, I think we went into it so open and fresh that it allowed us to learn a lot. But structurally, there were a bit of challenges. It's an old building.
It's still difficult, but at least we were on level ground and we felt like we were accomplishing something. And like Leah's saying, we had a lot of structural issues to deal with, especially with putting the roof deck up. The building was basically it's just a shell with a lot of black gunk on it. so it took some
work.
A lot of graffiti. You know, in the end, we finally, after a lot of struggle, at least a year of struggle, I think, you know, with just the building itself, we kind of got on some level ground. So we had to go through all these really difficult things. And honestly, if we didn't have, I think, each other to lean on, it would have been really nearly impossible, I think, to accomplish. We still battle with, we still try to work, you know, through. And I think being novices and buying a building like, you know, that's a commercial space and turning it into a public space is just something you know, my background is, I have background in construction. I also have, you know, worked for architects, but it doesn't really still prepare you, I think, with having your own, you know, old building to try to make into something. And that puts a lot of strain on any relationship, I think, and certainly a business partnership makes it extremely hard to sometimes get through the day-to-day. And, you know, some days are great and you have all these great accomplishments, and then 2 days later it's like just everything's hitting the fan again. So
I like most the way that the design sort of came together. There were a lot of things that we ended up not doing, and I think the fact that we didn't do some of the things we wanted to do in the space made it even more beautiful. The rafters, we weren't sure whether we were going to leave them sort of exposed in their natural state. I think it's one of the most beautiful aspects of our space is that we did just leave them. They had to be reinforced for structural tile that sort of blends into the hardwood floors. We have, you know, we tried to soften some of the brick and stuff with a cream marble bar. I just think the way that the lighting, the skylight, I don't know. I think that the way that
it has
all
a good
the
feel.
elements came together.
Yeah. The bar menu, food menu it's also fairly simple, you know. But we wanted to make sure that we are always going to have something that people, can enjoy, like a burger and fries. So we have a great burger and fries. But we also, again, are kind of hoping we hit some of the southern flavors as well as Latin flavors. And so, we'll do tacos, and we'll do, which we have now on the menu. We had both a beef taco and a chicken in the last couple of weeks. We also have a gumbo, very much the chef style in like a more of a French traditional roux style. So that's kind of been a hit. People really like that. We've had salmon. That's also been delicious. And we have a great bar. We are featuring a couple of drinks right now. You can get a tap cocktail here. So I think a few people do that in the area, but not too many. And these seem to be a hit. Like, everybody tells me how great these cocktails are. And one is like a margarita, a spicy margarita, and the other is kind of I think it's a prickly pear lemonade, vodka lemonade. And then we have a real nice variety of wines. We have 4 wines on top, but then we're also going to continue to expand our wine menu and incorporate probably a number of not only wines, but sparkling wines.
In the cafe, it's a very small space. We wanted to have simple coffee, not every type of pumpkin spice latte, but a little bit more simple, a little bit more pure. And then the food itself is grab and go. So we have grab and go sandwiches, and soon we'll have some salads, breakfast sandwiches, breakfast wraps, all made in-house. So the sandwiches are just a little different. So we have like a slow cooked chicken that's been pulled and with a little aioli, and I think it has watercress and pickled onions. We have currently, I think we have a prosciutto with a house-made Robesco and green olives and a little piscolini, cheese on a ciabatta roll, and then we'll always have some sort of a vegetarian version. I think now we're serving a roasted mushroom with chev and arugula on a little soft bun. So we're trying to keep it simple, easy, grab and go, but different.
The future of Oeste is a rooftop bar, boy. I think because that's a big deal for us. Like, has been our goal the entire time. So
it's going to have a living wall. One of the walls, we have privacy walls to kind of make it a more intimate space, and we'll have a living wall on one of the walls. We'll have built-ins, benches, and some planters. So we really want the space to be organic, and there's just a lot of natural wood elements. There's the brick, there's the tile. There's lots of things that make the space really unique.
That should be open this spring, and then we are going to be a really, really crowded, bar, restaurant, cafe, and that's what we're aiming for.
So I think that what we want to is for people to come in and feel the love that we put into this place for people in Oakland, from Oakland, but also, around the Bay.
Everybody says to us, I think, every night that we've been here, that people just feel good to be here. Like, this place has a good vibe, and it's nice to hear, whatever that means to different people. I think it just it feels welcoming. It feels, it's comfortable, and it's pretty to look at. And I think, that's a lot to get, and a lot for people to feel and enjoy. So it's kind of nice to be hearing that and getting that feedback. And we have ways to go. We'll figure some things out. We're going to hit some rough spots, but I think in the end it's going to work out.
Yeah, and I think, we really want people to know that we didn't just open this space to not be a part of it. We're here, we're involved, we're invested, we care. We want you to know that this is, two families that actually really came together and pulled something special and unique off, and we really do want the community to visit and to enjoy and to, support us.